Hey, I know that you all have been paying attention to my content's been changing a little bit, and you are all interested in when I have the inspirational things to say. But I found myself feeling like I was being boxed in a hole, and people weren't getting the whole grasp of who I am as Chandra Cherise. So allow me to introduce you to Chandra Cherise as I am. There are people that get spooked out when they see me speaking about the spiritual part of who I am and what I do in practice. And that's okay. Those people aren't meant to work with me. But me as a whole, the spirituality part of me, as well as the business part of me, is who I am. It's who I've always been. And I found being like hiding myself and being able to be myself took me a long time to get there. I mean, in my age, those that work with me, I don't mind telling you, but everybody else, you're gonna have to figure it out. But in my age, I'm like, hey, there's a time when you have to draw the line. And I understand that for some people, it's like pick this or pick that, but you get both. This is why I try to generalize it in a way that's palatable for others when you go to my website. But the truth of the matter is, I am who I am. I don't use the word intuitive for fun. Sometimes it freaking flips me out. You don't even know how long I thought something was just literally not right with me as an individual, that I wasn't balancing emotions well. I wasn't understanding why things would affect me more drastically than other people. And then I realized there's a science behind this. And not only that, there's just a DNA component that you just cannot deny. People can hide it in various ways, and they have throughout my lifetime that I've been able to witness. And they'll hide it between what they feel is comfortable or acceptable to others. So let me tell you this. When you come to me and you come to me to get help, that's what you will get. You will get help on two levels. You'll get help via the parts that I know of myself and my experience that can help you. And then you'll also get help via the spiritual parts of myself that I know can help bring you balance. Now, do you have to believe in whatever I believe to work with me? No. But, I don't find people who practice traditional types of faiths or religions or whatever. I don't find them getting questioned like that. Like, well, how does this work if such and such and such? But they can go ahead and say, I'm going to my bar bat mitzvah and it's okay. Or I went to a baptism the other day and it's okay. And those are people that you understand that their faith and what they do is part of their work. But does that hinder you from working with them to get to where you need to be? No. This isn't me explaining myself so that people will be more comfortable. This is me just telling you what it is and who I am. Those things work hand in hand. I'm working on how I want to convey different messages, and sometimes you're going to get the business only part, and then other times you're going to get the spiritual only part, and then sometimes you get them both together. Now, what I found is those people who actually listen to me and follow directions, everything that I've told them and lay out happens for them, and it happens for them easily. Now, why is that? That's simple. It's who I've always been. I've always done this, if you would. And people call it a superpower. I guess it doesn't make you magical or anything like that. But I've always done this since I was a young kid. And then during my college years, I did the same thing. What's interesting enough is when I was in school, it was difficult for me to balance emotions and understanding what was going on and some traumatic experiences that happened at the same time and being able to complete and do my work in an efficient manner. Now, those who were aware that this was going on and understood who I was during that time, they're like, okay. But now it's like, oh, I get it. Finally, it took me years, decades even, to be okay with being me and to be okay with sharing me with you. Now, you're not always going to get me up on here on a video. Y'all lucky because Homegirl got some interviews and stuff she has to do today, and therefore we are laid in showing you the world. But I like doing my voice and doing audio because when things speak to me, I don't always have the time to just set up a video and talk about what's speaking to me so that I can help somebody else, or to put something out there to the world so that that one person that needs to hear it can hear it. I just don't. I'm not a fan of getting this stuff right here together and having to beat the face to get on camera. Now, if I could get away with laying up in my bed talking to you, I would, but I can't. Not on camera, that is. So, that being said, you will get videos sometimes with me in it. You'll get my voice more often than not. And those who are guided to work with me, this I can promise you. I can promise you that I will do my best to get you to understand what works for you. And notice how I said that? Because most of the things hindering people has nothing to do with external capabilities or external things. It has everything to do with them. And so let this be a lesson to you about hindering yourself and putting limitations on yourself because you believe it may be too sensitive or may put you in a box or may do this, this, and this towards other people that you're trying to get. What I do guarantee you is that those people who are meant to come to you and work with you will. The end. That's what it is. You can't worry about all the marketing terms people keep telling you to do. You have to do things that you like and that make you comfortable, right? And appeal to those people. So if you like teaching, teach. You don't have to stand in front of students to teach. You could do it on social media. Just do that. And that's what I'm doing. I like teaching. I've always been good at it. When I love something, I'm involved in it to the core. And I'm able to put processes together based on my own experiences. I've made mistakes in business. I've made growth in business. I've made mistakes in my personal and professional life, and I've grown from them. I've learned that the best lessons that I can help other people with is the lessons of my own pain and triumph and working through. It's a reason now, to this day, that I mentor people who have lost a child. For that reason, it took that pain for me to understand and comprehend. And you know what else it took? It took that stuff nobody ever wants me to really talk about, even though they may see the beads or whatever. It took that same spirituality and that belief to provide the balance that I needed for me to be able to be a better person to help you. So, that being said, this is my PSA to the world and whoever comes across this video that this is who you're going to get. You may not get this straight hair all the time. It may be curly and it may be twisted up because goodness knows I don't like to touch it. You may not get me with the lipsticks and the eyebrows always done or whatever. But what you will get is someone that's pure at heart, that means what I say, and that is doing what I can to help you. So if you're interested from this point forward in us working together, you can go to my website, which is my name, chandrasharice.com. You can hit me up there. You can go to my Facebook page. You can do whatever you want to do, but just know that you're going to get all of me. And that means both sides. So until next time, may your Ori continue to guide you by Olodumari's grace.